Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here gonna get our first loads of logs in actually. So turned around and bought up some rolling stock. As you can see, we turned around and bought up two of each type of the log cars. So we have two of the Craig Company cars, two of the skeleton cars, and two of the stock log cars. Turned around and threw all those in and attached to Betsy. That's, our starting locomotive in Pine Valley. No option there, so that's just what it is. Do have the all of the road rail hooked up now, so this will be a first run. Actually, probably need to throw a few more logs in here before we get going. Just threw enough in to get it warmed up. Okay, open. Yeah, actually totally out of fire. So let's go ahead and throw a few in there. Why not? Good enough. Should be good enough anyway. There you can see our head no longer goes through the ceiling, so that's cool. Alright, now let's see if we can get this going, all things considered. Up there, and we'll go ahead and give it some juice. Rolling out of the yard for the first time. Get that going. Alright. Enough of those. Enough of that. Still on this UI. Honestly, hopefully, I'm hoping that all gets shrunk down at some point for sure. Just too big. Wait a minute. This feels like we still have brakes on, so let's kill that. We still gotta have brakes on some cars or something somewhere. Or wait, do we have them on in the loco? That new UI. Yep, there we go. That's the problem. Yeah, alright. Now we're moving. I am not a huge fan of this new UI at all. I like the old UI better than this UI, so if I had to pick one of the two, I'd still say I wish they'd go back to the old UI. But at any rate, what we got is what we got. So let's head on out the rail and see if it's all going to work. Hopefully we got all the trees out of the way, and that's all taken care of. This UI, besides the fact that it's different just to be different, is just too all over the joint, and I just don't like it. It should be more condensed, not spread out so much. This stuff should actually, they didn't make any of this stuff easier to see. They made it bigger, but it's just, I don't know. Not a huge fan of this UI. I like the old UI better. But, never mind. We get going. Hopefully we got everything. We did turn around and kick the rail out a little wider than normal this time. Or I did, actually. Yeah, haven't had any help in this one yet. So far, decorating stuff like that, the guys would probably go ham. But this one, the build out is just going to go a little slower this time than normal. Just chilling. This probably like the last big Pine Valley layout that I planning on doing. So kind of the beginning of the last layout here on Pine Valley. Figured it's time to go back and play it one last time and see. So that's kind of the goal here. Get a good look at Betsy doing a thing. This locomotive, like when we first started, was so invincible. It could do everything and then some. There we go. A couple of switches in there for rail that'll come in later on. Always kind of nice if you just pre-lay the switch. Hopefully we get lucky and they sit where they are. And we don't have to change much. Great look at the mountains in the background there. The sawmill. Doing good. There we go. Need a little more wave action on the pond yet, but it'd be nice when we actually get some logs in there. Probably. All of this is pretty much level. I don't think we have any kind of elevation change until right out next to the logging camp. Just kind of did keep this one simple. This is just going to be Betsy's thing. Betsy is just really going to do logs on this layout. Logs and things. No, not really. Just logs. Probably won't be upsizing this loco at all. Betsy does logs and does logs just fine, so I think this will probably be it. Might add a few more cars to it. Not honestly even sure how much this one's going to hold. What, we got 12 there, we get 10 there, and I think we get 10 more there, so like 32, something like that. Take a couple of trips to fill the pond. Not that that's too big a deal, I guess. So now let's see if we can get this thing moving any faster. There we go. Picking it up a little bit. Not much though. Don't really anticipate this loco to go super fast. Did just run 3% grades here. We're going to max this whole layout at 3%, so nothing on here is going to go over 3%. At least for the time being. Just going to keep it simple. Keep it simple, keep it smooth, see if we can get there. Whatever we've learned along the way. Slide that up for power. Shouldn't have any problem getting this around here, I wouldn't think. As we actually have all the brakes off. Of course, I still have not totally convinced that we have all the brakes off on the cars. So that might be a thing too, but we'll check that coming up. And here we go, reaching the house. Or the logging camp for our first load up. Alright, so we still remember how to do this. Get this all going. Loading 3 at a time now, so that should all go much more convenient. Won't have to cut all that out anymore. Just turn around and load, which that's pretty cool. Still wish we had better camera controls, the ability to separate and move the camera. Wait. Thank you. About time you stop. And now who knows how that's gonna load. We'll just have to see. Load. Oh, that crane don't want to load. I don't know what that deal is. Try to back this up a little bit and see if that'll work. Alright, what is your problem? The brake's basically doing absolutely nothing. That's crazy. Alright, stop now. Thank you. Okay. There we go, so it was just a lineup issue before. Alright, splendid. Groovy. Alright, got that. That's gonna go, and then we just have the one on the end. Handled that. That was not too bad. Early game locomotives and all that, everything is very different. No, but it would be so. See here, just the brakes doing like nothing. We went from all 100% brake to like very light brake, but alright, we'll just have to get used to that. Betsy and a load. We'll say early brakes, starting brakes, you know, not great. Maybe we will upgrade this logo after all. Alright, that's gonna get that done. Phew. Alright. Feel like we're working. Alright. We got that in there. Brake is off. Reverser is good. Ease that out of the shop. Alright. Let's just give it the beans. Alright, that's probably enough because we're gonna go. Once we go rolling off the edge, it's probably all we're gonna need to do is get it rolling, and then it'll be all just about controlling it. Alright, that should get us to the hill. There we go. Heads up, because now we're on the loose. And at this point, our brakes are probably going to do absolutely no good. Yeah, I think the brakes even slow us down barely. Seemingly like Betsy's got a lot less brakes, but maybe that's just me. Of course, it's been a long time since I've used this small loco too, so there you go. Alright. Yeah, they're slowing it down some. And at least it's not getting out of control, so there we go. Cut the brakes loose. And we can probably give it some go at this point. Whoa. Sounds like it's totally coming apart. There we go, little 040 action. Itty bitty locomotive. In comparison, right? So there we go. 5 on all the little cars, 6 on the big cars. Just kind of getting a chance and an opportunity to use all of the rolling stock was kind of the idea and the thought there. Not about a specific number or anything like that. No have-tos on this one. Just going to have some fun and use it all. Do what we can do. Now that we actually have some track open, we can get this one a little more open and start doing some multiplayer stuff and start running some loads, obviously. So that's always kind of good to get out of the way. Now that we can open it up for Empire Building. Actually got all the trees, so that's looking good so far. Nice and clean there. Did turn around and decided to blow back the trees mostly. There's a few obviously here and there to go, but we did open that up quite a bit more. Alright, bring that down. Probably, oh shoot, we should have, no. We needed to actually flip that switch. Alright, stop already. Come on. The speed being so small and in the little of this is like, these are what you're looking at over here, and then the speed's way on the opposite side. And that's part of the problem with the UI, is that it makes you have to go across the screen just like way too much. Your information should be here by the UI where you're using it, not on the opposite side of the screen where you're not looking. And that's at least part of my problem with the UI, I guess, now that I'm really realizing what I don't like. Especially, like, your speed is puny. Like, of all of this wasted space and wasted information. No, and then with, it's just, I need to make it so you can detach from the camera, because it's so, it's so hard to flip switches and to try to like link and pin when you're in stuff now too. Alright, there we go. Break off and back this thing up. And being able to separate from the train and actually fly along, it's kind of nice. We're hanging out in the smoke cloud there. A little bit. Game looks great. I mean, you gotta give it the light, the bounce, it's all great. Game looks great. The UI is a little clunky in this form, so definitely looking forward to that getting trimmed up. Probably around a month out before an update. Not sure that where the UI is the next update or anything, but hopefully they're coming up with something there soon. Alright, we're just gonna ease this around the corner. So we're going at 8. Yeah, it's utterly, like, the controls are utterly on the wrong side. This is backwards, and this information should be over here where you can actually use it. .35-meter radius in here, so we are not going to go. Oh, we actually got to get that switch, or we're going to have a problem. Okay, there's that, and now the loco's going, which is another problem. Well, at least we got that problem solved. Woo! Alright. Probably take this thing forever to stop. Yeah, I don't know. I really do not remember Betsy having that bad of brakes. I mean, that's horrible. Like, I'm going to turn around and drag a brake on one of the cars just so that the thing actually has some stopping power. Because especially like down here at slow speeds, it shouldn't take 3 car lengths to stop. I don't know. That's kind of wild. See, it's just not stopping. It's pushing, it's sliding. So, there you go. Weird. Let's get this unloaded. As you can see, the first load of money coming in. Yeah, right. Not a very big load, that's for sure, but it's gonna get us started. There we go. Whoa, logs are jumping all over the joint as they're loading into one another, but there we go. Okay, you stopped loading for some reason. Go ahead and finish. that in there. There we go. I mean, that wasn't horrible. We got paid. I don't know how we got paid that much, but there we go. Should give us some stuff over here. At least that'll get things going. I don't know. We're going to turn around and call it a win anyway. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.